Greetings and salutations, everyone. I am, as always, darthdevious, bringing you another video review, this time the Robots in Disguise Voyager Optimus Prime. Though they like to call them Powerizers, it doesn't say it anywhere on the box, just like Megatron. Now, as many of you know, I already have the first edition Optimus Prime, but since my wife works at Target, I'm able to get a discount, so I didn't pay anywhere near full price for him. You can see here he's got a try me thing for his weapon. It opens up, lights up in there. I don't know if you can see that. It lights up. I'm not crazy about this weapon. I'm probably going to do something different with mine when I get him out of the box. I'll fix him up, make him look nice. So, take a look on the side. You got his bio if you want to read it. Alright. There's his tech specs if you want to read them. In the back you got, his truck mode, robot mode. Nice artwork on the side. Bottom shows Megatron, which I already have, and you guys have already seen all the things I did to Megatron to make him look good. Now I am going to be comparing him both in truck mode and robot mode to the first edition. So this may get to be a slightly longer video than normal. So please bear with me, but I want to show off both of them together so you can get an idea of the changes they made to make this Powerizers Voyager version. So I'm going to get them out of the package and we'll take a better look at them. Be right back. Okay, so here we have Optimus out of his package and in his truck mode. He rolls. But as you can see, he's missing a lot of paint. This here on both sides should be blue. Should have some silver on the rims, but that's just, Hasbro hasn't been painting the rims on a lot of things lately. He does have the rear view mirror sticking out, which is nice. That's not too bad. He's got a nice Autobot symbol there. Another one on the grill. Nice yellow headlights. So that's nice. There should be a little bit of blue here at an angle and down here on the bottom. When you compare this to the first edition mold, I mean, this isn't a bad Optimus Prime. Don't get me wrong. He's not bad, but when you compare him to the first edition, he's mediocre at best. Leaves a lot to be desired. So, let's bring in the first edition. We'll compare them. And first thing you can see, if I put them tail to tail, first edition is a lot longer. The wheels on the first edition are larger, and yes, I did paint mine silver. Needed it. The lights at the top here are painted. Those are not. The first edition does not have the side view mirrors. That's okay. This part holds down better than on the first edition. I think this is one of the major flaws with the first edition, is that this just won't tab down. The nose of the truck is more in proportion on the first edition. On this one, it's stubby. It looks like somebody took this and squished it to make that. So I don't know. So yeah, get first edition out of the way. These are the weapons he came with. He's got a sword. Okay, he's got this craptacular piece of crap. Yeah, I hate this gun completely. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I haven't figured it out, but I'm definitely not leaving it with Optimus. Now, you can store his weapons back here on the trailer hitch. There's peg holes here. The sword can go on the trailer hitch. This can go on top of the sword. I'll give you that. Yeah. There's that. But one thing I don't think anybody's really shown off, and this is actually in the instructions, if you unpeg these and pop this whole section up and back just a bit, and then put these back, you can give him a weaponized mode here. And like I said, this actually is in the instructions. You can't really do anything with the sword, but you know, you can still put the gun there. And you get a weaponized mode. Yay! So I'm going to put that back. Now, one thing I did, and I thought this was fun, and figured I'd show it off to you guys. Take these, put them down here. You got the weapon in the back here. And we have a flying truck mode. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, watch out, kids. Optimus will now swoop in and get you. Alright. Enough of that silliness. But yeah, you know, for playability's sake, yeah, you can give him a flying truck mode if you wanted to. So, his transformation's fairly simple. I'll go through it in my normal style, and I'll also get first edition back into robot mode so I can do side by side of both of them. Okay? I'll be right with you. Okay, here's Optimus in his robot mode. And it's not bad. I mean, if you want a toy version of Optimus Prime from Transformers Prime, this isn't that bad. I mean, these clear blue bits, yeah, they're going to go away soon. I'm going to take a red Sharpie like P.O. did and fill that in. I'm also going to paint in these parts here that are supposed to be red. Everywhere else where it's supposed to be red is going to become red. I don't like all this bare gray plastic, but that being said, he's not bad. He's got some decent posability, you know, he's got a thigh swivel, got a nice knee, ball jointed foot, so you get some good poses from that. Swivel there, nothing at the wrists. Elbow's decent, but could be better. Full swivel here. Head's on a nice ball joint, so he can go. Alright, that's enough of that silliness. Now, his chest, while it's not a cheat, which is one thing that it has over the first editions, that it doesn't cheat to get the windows up there, it's also not very accurate to the shell. His backpack isn't too bad, but this does... The smokestacks are supposed to be about here behind his head, not all the way over here, and that's a little distracting to me. He's not bad. I know a lot of people have been complaining lately that the size of Voyagers is... They're shrinking, they're shrinking, they're shrinking. Well, I just want to show you guys something real quick. If you look, you will see he's bigger than Classic's Optimus Prime, which is a Voyager class figure. So all these people were saying sitting there saying, oh, the size of the Voyagers are shrinking. Yeah, they're not. I don't know where you're getting at, people. They're not. So, yeah. Get him out of here. Now we're going to bring in the first edition, and we're going to show him off with the first edition, and I'll give you comparisons of the two. First thing you can see is the blue on him and the red on him are a lighter shade than on the first edition. You also notice the first edition is a hell of a lot more show accurate. Now, yeah, it does it with the false chest. I don't care. It has a more accurate look. It has the wheels for the shoulders, like on the show. The smokestacks are in the right spot. There's a lot less back kibble. Now, he's not perfect, the first edition, but he's pretty good. I mean, his head is more in proportion to his body than this one. This one's head is tiny in comparison. He's got a waist swivel. The other one does not, though his waist swivel is one of those weird ones. So yeah, his feet a lot larger, which allow him to stand better. But this guy can still get some really cool poses. I had him in a cool pose the other day. Yeah. So I know the first edition's harder to get. If you want a more show accurate look though, and you're that kind of a collector, go ahead. Find this one, get it. You won't be disappointed with that one. If you just want an Optimus Prime from Transformers Prime, this one's not bad. You know, he's fun. And that's the whole point, is for these to be fun. He is fun. He can be a pain to transform back to truck mode, whereas he's fairly easy. So, it all depends on what you're looking for. Now, we're going to bring in all their weapons and compare. I mean, you can see he's got these nice weapons. This one slides over his hand real nice and gives him that look. And he's got this derpy sword that, yeah, Paul, I said derpy. I stole that from you. Sorry. But the sword can go over his arm, or his hand and his wrist and all that, when it cooperates. There we go. And it's not too bad looking. And you can take it and peg it under the gun to give him a bayonet mode. This actually is in the instructions, and I don't think anybody's ever showed that on camera. So yeah, you can give him a bayonet mode. It's not too bad. Take that off. His weapons suck. I'm not crazy about this sword. Yeah, it's made of stiffer plastic. And it doesn't look bad in his hand, but it's not accurate to the show. But what can you do? This thing is garbage. It won't hold open no matter what you do. I have to take it all apart, get all the springs out of it, and I'm not going to deal with that. It looks like crap in his hand. It looks like crap everywhere. Now, the first edition's weapons can fit on him. As you can see, there's the sword. So that fits. And you can take the first edition's gun and stick it on him. It's not as clean as the first edition, or everything doesn't line up right, but that's not bad. I mean, if you have both, yeah, borrow the first edition's guns if you want to keep the R.I.D. on display and put the first edition away, which is probably what I'm going to do in the future. So now I could show you one thing if I bring in Megatron here. You can see with Megatron, the first edition is a lot larger than Megatron, which it's actually supposed to be the other way around. Megatron should be taller than Optimus. Now if we bring in the R.I.D. version, he's still slightly taller than Megatron, but not as noticeably so. So these two scale better together, if you're going for that. So that's not too bad. So, is this guy worth getting? Yes, he is. Now, one more thing you can do with him, if you want. This is RC's weapon. This is way oversized for her. But Drucifer XXX, he took pictures of doing this. And this doesn't look too bad. Having this gun in this guy's hand. When it'll stay. You can't peg it in over the wrist, but you can do that. And that gun looks more in scale for him Doesn't look too bad. And you can put his sword in his other hand. You can get him in some nice, really cool poses. Thanks to his articulation. If the gun would cooperate. So yeah, there we go. How's that look? Yeah, now he looks like he's going to kick somebody's butt. He's all set. So it's not too bad. You know, you gotta figure, if you want this, right now this is going to cost you probably closer to $100 unless you know somebody. Whereas this will cost you $20. Or if you have a wife that works at Target, it'll cost you $18. Because you can use a discount. So what do you want? You want to spend $100 for this, $20 for this, and either way you're still going to have a decent Optimus Prime. And it depends. If you got the money and you can track one of these down and you want one that is very accurate to the show, get him. You want one you can have fun with and display and not worry about, get him. That's all I can tell you. So that's going to be it for this. Get him out of here. Get these crappy weapons out of here. As always, all you out there, be good before he becomes Murder Prime. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Look at your Optimus Prime. Now look at me. Now back to him. Now back to me. Now take a look at him. Notice he is not me. Notice how he hangs his head in shame. Notice how I stand proudly. I'm in front of a white background. Now he's in front of a white background. I have a gun. He has a block that pretends to be a gun. So ask yourself, do you want your Optimus to be like him or like me? I'm on a bee! So long.